Hello everyone. This is July 5th, 2021. And it is about 21 degrees here in downtown Halifax. And it is the day after the 4th of July in America. And I want to tell you, they had some big celebrations down there. Put us to shame. Anyway, I'm proud to be Canadian, but I'm just commenting on. I woke up in the night this morning real early, about 1 o'clock. I came out in the living room, turned on the TV, and I saw CNN was broadcasting from several cities where what the celebrations were for July 4th. And it was amazing. There were some great bands. There was crowds of people out in the streets. The place was full of people. And one thing I noticed, there was hardly anybody wearing a mask. There was some with them on, but most of the people weren't wearing them. It was like the virus thing is over. No need to worry anymore. That's kind of like the what I got from the crowds. So, anyways, it was interesting. It was pretty good. Stuff on there. The fireworks were fantastic, and the music was great, and so. Anyways, I hope you maybe had a look at that. And how did you do for Canada Day? Did you have a wonderful Canada Day? Do anything? Celebrate? I know celebrations were scaled back substantially here in Canada. We didn't really have a lot here in Halifax, so. That was about it. Anyways, I'll get back to the video today. I am downtown in front of the public gardens on the corner of South Park and Spring Garden Road. Okay? And you don't need to look at that old East Link building over there any longer. Let's turn it around and see what we got. We got the Lloyd Hotel right across the street, and we got the public gardens right here, the Halifax Public Gardens, which is a beautiful spot. Maybe we'll take a walk in there later on and have a little walk around. Probably will, but I thought for a few minutes we might just sit right here and to have a little chat and talk about some things. And I'd like to give a little shout out to some of my loyal watchers who send me comments all the time. So I got Mohammed over in the UK. He's one of my loyal viewers, and we converse back and forth on YouTube quite often. And I got Music and Nostalgia, which is someone I talk to fairly often, and let me see. Oh, there's too many to mention. I couldn't even think of them all right now. But my brother's up in Ontario, and he goes by George Price, and he's been watching all my videos, and so hello to you today, and I hope you enjoy this video here as well. Right now, I'm just sitting on the corner here, and I'll show you what I'm sitting on, so you'll know what it's like. They have these ledges, like that one over there, and they have a ledge right there, like that, and I'm on the same kind of a ledge where I'm sitting. So we can sit here and enjoy the summer day, and Tim Hortons is just down the street, so I went down to Tim Hortons and got myself a nice cup of coffee and came back here to sit down and chat with you folks. I hope you enjoy this little chat. I might do some walking after a little bit, but I thought I'd just sit here and have my coffee and chat with you guys. I did one of these at the library, and it went over pretty good. A lot of people commented and said, I'm getting a lot of ants running around my hands. I don't know if I'm in an ant bed here or what, but they seem to like me. So I'm not sure, but Anyway, it was a couple of them. Maybe they like the electronics. I think they do. They gravitate towards screens. If any ants around, they'll head right for your phone screen or your tablet or your computer, whatever you got. You can, if there's ants in the house, they'll be going across your screen. But I'm outdoors, so I'm not worrying about those ants. And Spring Garden Road is under a major construction right now. They're making the place look really nice. That was supposed to be done by fall. And I think there's going to be bike lanes, and they're widening the sidewalk, and there's only going to be one lane of traffic on each side. And new pavement, new water lines and underneath, and electrical lines and all this kind of stuff. And it looked like they put up some new kind of street lights down there, because this type is what's been around for a long time, and they're not real bright. I find the street is kind of dim with those, and I was hoping when they dug the street up and all the wires and everything that they would put in some new modern day LED lights, and it looked like they have. Down there on the part that's done, there's LED lights up on the poles now. So it should be much brighter when they get done. So I'm looking forward to that. And let's see, what do you want to do? I don't want to sit here too long and make a racket. Maybe I can just let me set my phone down on my tripod here, and I'm going to put a few things in my backpack, and then we'll go for a walk, okay? Okay, there we go. Now that's sitting there pointing towards the street, and I'm going to put my phone case and my microphone case in my backpack, and I'll just leave it sitting there while I'm talking. It should be all right, and we'll see what's going on. Whoops, we'll see what's going on here today. All right, where do you want to look? Do you want to look towards the street? Okay, we'll point it towards the street like that. How's that? Right there? Does that work? That work for you? It works for me. All right. So I gotta sip away at my coffee, and when I get that gone, we'll get up and we'll walk. Okay. This is a very busy intersection right here. Lots of. It's not as busy as it would be but the street's closed. Once you can't go through the intersection. You can see the barriers up over there. That's where the construction's going on Spring Garden Road, and so you can't go through, but there's foot traffic in all directions, and the cars can go down, they can take another street, and they can still get around there. And so this is quite a busy intersection right here. And I think if I just leave this going for a bit, maybe we'll capture some nice things for your viewing pleasure, maybe something nice, who knows? You never know what you're going to see if you leave a camera running. What could happen while you're talking? You just never know. Anything could happen. Let's look down the street a little bit over here, see what's going on. There we go. Let's look down the South Park. The buses have to come up that way now to bypass the construction on Spring Garden Road, because you can't get through, so they have to take a detour up there by the library and go down and then around and then back up here. So it's not that bad. You're not far out. If you're walking up in the middle of that, it's just a short walk. And Lacewood Terminal, we saw that in one of my videos recently, where I walked up through I walked up Lacewood and Clayton Park area, and we saw the Lacewood Terminal while I was up there. So you know where that is now. And so anyways, what a beautiful day out here. This is about 21, 22 degrees now. The temperature rose quite a bit since this morning. When I came over here this morning, it was about 14, 15, and then just like, then it rose fast after. Once the sun got up and shining, the temperature came up really fast. So I still got a little bit of coffee left yet, so I'm going to whittle away at that before we get up and move. I talked so long, the sugar settled in the bottom. Now I got to shake it up and try to make it taste a little better. That guy was running to catch the bus because the bus he wanted it just pulled in. Well, I hope he made it. Yeah, I say he did. The bus is still sitting there, so somebody was out in the middle of the intersection over there. So you see a lot of things while you're just sitting there on the corner. I don't know about anything spectacular, but you never know. We might see something yet. I see a guy sitting across from me making a little video there too. I won't look at him because. So, anyways, this is a really popular spot here to come sit down here and chat, like a noon hour break or anything like that. So on Canada Day, we went down to, whoa, that was close. I don't know if they get hit or not. You might have, well, you've seen a close call on there. That dump truck was flying down there and the car stopped and he hit the brake so hard, I think he missed it. So lucky for him, he got stopped and didn't hit that car. That would have been a bad day for him. So anyway, as I was saying, we went down to Peggy's Cove on Canada Day. I made a video down there, which I think will be up today, which is Monday, the 5th of July. That video should be up today, the one I did in Peggy's Cove. And we got a really good look at the place. I walked right in around some places probably where I probably wasn't supposed to go, but wasn't no signs up, no trespassing, and you walk right in. We got to look right inside of a fishing boat. Peggy's Cove is a fishing town, not really a town, just a little village, if it's even a village. I guess it's a village. And they are working fishermen down there. They got fishing boats, and there's a little fish plant down there, and the place where they ship it out. And they had I can see they had a forklift there and some tote boxes and stuff, and it's a working plant. It's not just a tourist place. So when you go down there, you got to realize there's people actually processing these fish, and they go little fishing boats where they go out, and they're not like small boats. They're big enough for the job. They're motorized boats, and I say they're about 30 feet long maybe. And they got a little cabin on them and an area to store the fish, and so that's how they make their living down there. And so that was real interesting. We covered that pretty good, and I was walking along, and I was talking about how the ground was very rocky and uneven, and you had to be careful walking there because you could get hurt. And no one got the words out of my mouth. And I was looking in my screen, walking along, and there was a big hole there about 1.5 feet deep and a slope to it. And I stepped 1 foot into that, and down I went. And a couple of nice-looking young ladies ran over and grabbed me by the arm and helped me get up and asked me if I was okay. And I said, yeah, I think I'm okay, and there's nothing broken, so I'm good. I got a little bit of a skin knee, but not too bad. So I was able to continue on, but I erased that piece out of my video, and it just happened while we were there. We came across this hot dog stand. A very nice lady running that, and we had a nice long talk with her. So I turned my camera on, and we filmed it, our little visit in front of the hot dog stand. And when my son and I was reworking the video, and he said, why don't we put the hot dog stand in the place where you fell? So I said, that sounds like a great idea. We'll do that. And so that's what we did. We filled in that spot with the interview in front of the hot dog stand. So if it looks a little strange, that's what happened. And the hazards of doing videos, I guess. Sometimes they don't go as planned. And there's little things come along, and sometimes there's little gems come along. There's things that you didn't even know was there, and you find something so interesting. And I hope that fella sat down here and I was talking. I hope I didn't scare him. He thought I was talking to myself, but maybe he didn't notice I had a microphone on my shirt. So we didn't stay long. He probably thought I was talking to myself. But maybe he figured it out. Maybe he did. We hope. Yeah, I'd be in bad shape if I was sitting there talking out loud to myself. But I got my microphone on my lapel. So you should be able to figure that out, that I'm making a video or doing something like that. So anyways, here we are on a Monday afternoon in downtown Halifax, just looking at the sights and sounds of the city. Very busy right here, a nice little spot. So somebody figured out I was running a video. That little girl say to her mother that this guy making a video there. The kids catch on so quick. They catch on to this so quick. I had one the day I did something in front of the library. I had a couple of kids, they saw me and they ran right out there. They said, look, he's got a video. And I said, you want to be on YouTube? And they sure. And they came over and waved. And the kids know all these things. By the time they're 5 years old, they know how to work a phone and a laptop, and maybe before they're 5. No doubt, most kids, 5 or 6 years old, know way more about a computer than I do. I don't profess to be up on all that. I use a tablet and my phone, and that's all I use. I don't use a computer because I find the tablet kind of user-friendly and the phone similar. So, but I don't even know how to use a laptop or a computer because I tried. We got them home. We got computers home and laptops. And when I try to learn it, I have to keep saying, somebody come help me. What do I do next? What do I do next? What do I push now? And they get tired of that. So I'm just making do with my tablet and my phone. I'm not a big internet user other than YouTube, and I am on Facebook only because my wife set it up and put me on there. So, but if you want to communicate with me, text me. Don't send me something on Facebook because I might not see it for a month. So sometimes I'll get a notification on Facebook that'll say, you have 100 and some things on your Facebook, and oops, I better go delete all those. So I can't possibly catch them up after I get that many. So anyways, I try once in a while to stay in contact with people on Facebook, but it's quite a chore for me. I'm quite busy with my videos, and so you'd have a better chance of reaching me if you comment on my video. And because I read the comments. I read all the comments and I answer them. I think I answer them all. I don't think I left any out, but I try to answer all my comments. So if I missed you, sorry, but I try my best. Well, I'm almost done my coffee, so we're going to take a walk here now. I want to show you how they changed the street lights down there on Spring Garden Road, because they're going to be a lot nicer, a lot brighter. These things they got here, they're like, they're supposed to, I know what they're going for. They're going for an old Victorian look or something like that. But they're not very bright, they're kind of dim, and if you're walking on the street here at night and you want to see where you're going, well, you can see where you're going, but it's not bright. They're not very bright. The street's still kind of dim, even with these lights. So they're putting in new LED lights down there, and that's going to be wonderful. I can't wait to see that. I was commenting on that ever since we moved here, which was 3 years ago. And I always said Barrington Street and Spring Garden Road should be lit up bright because there are shopping areas and there's streets where people walk. And so you like to have those kind of streets a little bit brighter than the rest. Just, because a lot of people go down there and it's just better for everyone. The guy's tooting because somebody ran the crosswalk and he had to slow down. So he's got to make a little statement. You're inconveniencing me. I'm almost done my coffee. I'm going to be done in a very short time. See, look, it's almost gone, the last couple of drinks. And then I'm going to be on my way. We'll do a little walking around. All right. So finish her off. Okay, job is done. Now, I got to do something with my coat because I don't need my coat because it's warm out now. So, let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm looking for my mask. I have that. Okay, all I need right now is my mask. And my coat, I might be able to put it in my backpack. Then I won't have to carry it around. There we go. We'll put that in here. Here, you want to see what I'm doing? There we go. I'm putting my coat in my backpack so I don't have to carry it around. And let's see, I got to find a pouch big enough. There we go. Okay, now I got to put my backpack on. And then we'll get going. I'm having a rough time here. Let's try the other way. All right, I'll put my backpack on. There we go. All right, let's get going. So there's the public gardens. We're going to be walking away from that right now and going up the street. And we'll close up these tripod legs. Those little tripods are great. You can just set your phone down and do something if you have to. And because you can't lay these things down when they're on. They start jumping all around and they don't like to be laid down. So there we are, public gardens in the background. Victoria Park right over there. Then we're going down Spring Garden Road. I want to show you these new lights we're getting in. I figured they would because they took everything out, all the wiring and plumbing and everything underneath the street. They dug it all up. And I figured they would put new lights in here when they redid this. I was hoping they would. And it looks like they did. So that was one good thing. Because you can see up here, there's no poles, no lights, anything here. And then down here, you can see they got a new kind of lights, which are going to look really good. I know I filmed this before, but the construction is moving along much better, and now you can see the progress that's been done when we walk down through here. Because it's never the same. One day's work is different than the next day. So we'll walk down through here and have another look at Spring Garden Road. It's beautiful today. Everybody's out walking around and it's so nice. I think the guys are on their noon hour because it's kind of quiet on the construction right now, so they must be on their lunch break. So it would seem that they're on their lunch break right now. For a long time you could walk down the street and there wouldn't be anybody on it hardly. And everybody was afraid of, I hope I didn't lose my mask. When I put my backpack on, I might have walked away and, oh, maybe I got it. I think I got it right here. Good, I got it. Good, I don't want to lose it because this is a special mask and I don't want to lose it. It's my Bob Marley mask and I don't want to lose that if I can help it. So I had two of them, but one is given to a fella I met on the street who really liked it. So I told him he could have one, well, since I had two. For a Monday, Spring Garden Road is kind of busy today for a Monday. I guess people are getting way more relaxed now than they were before. As you can see, I'm meeting all kind of people that don't wear a mask. I got mine in my hand. If that makes people feel better, I got it in my hand. But,
good work, boys. Good work.
Hey, how you doing? I got a fan there. He says, good work. So I don't know if he saw my videos or not, but he seemed happy that I was out doing it. So we're making our way on down Spring Garden Road. Okay, now we're getting to the part that's been finished, and you'll see the difference in how the lights look here than up there. Got a whole different style of lights. So hopefully this is what they're planning on putting for lights on the whole street because they look pretty good. See that one up there? That's our new style of street lights. I think they look pretty cool. I hope you can see it when I point my camera up there. So it looks like we have new poles and new lights shining out on the street. And they're LEDs, so they're going to be bright. It will make a big difference in how the street looks at night. All right, let's go across the street here. Get a good look down at the progress that's being made here. And we'll stand right here, wait for a walk sign. You want to see this big construction job down in here? I'm not sure what's going to be built here, but I think that big hole in the middle is probably for the crane, more than likely. Well, we'll take a walk down by the public library here, and we're just trying to do a little walk around, see how things are looking today on a beautiful, warm sunny Monday after a cold, wet, rainy weekend. We had like Saturday and Sunday, and maybe I think Friday, part of Friday as well. The rain started Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday, and it wasn't very nice. Our warmest temperature might have been 14 degrees. Most of the weekend it was 13. High for the day, 13 degrees, with rain and wind. So that didn't feel very good. And I doubt if there was too many people out on the weekend. So now they're really happy to get out. And nobody wants to sit in the house all the time. So you have to get out. And so now we're all happy that the rain is gone, the sun's shining. It's beautiful out here. So let's take a walk through this little area right here. I know I've been in here before, but that's when everybody was lined up for testing and their masks all on. Now it's a little different in here. People are more relaxed as the virus seems a lot less threat than it was, and things are getting opened back up again. These are it's like a big patio in here. It's right behind the library, which is right there. I'll walk right in close to the library and just show you the patio from out here, and you can see what it's like here. Okay, so this is the patio that's behind the library. It's a big area, and all these seats sitting around here, and there's flowers and stuff like that. And you can come back here and have a lunch or whatever you want to do and enjoy a nice stay here. You can sit here as long as you want. Nobody will come out and tell you to leave or anything like that. One thing I gotta say about Halifax, our public libraries are a lot more than a library. You can go in there and use the washroom. They even got a recording studio in this library. You can make use of that if you want. So it's a lot more to it than just a library. So anyway, we'll just take a little look around the area here and see what's here. And now we'll walk back up to the front of the library. You can see this is a massive building for a library. This is the main downtown library. There are other libraries. There's one up in Clayton Park. There's one in the north end on Gottingen. There's one over at the ferry terminal in Dartmouth. I'm not sure. There might be more. That's the ones I know about. And they're all open to go in and use the washroom. And so that's really nice. It's right in the middle of town here. And while we were pretty much under lockdown and everybody had to wear their masks and stuff, they had a bunch of porta potties outside here for people that need to go to the washroom, but they didn't want you coming in the library because the threat was higher then with the virus, which now it's pretty much non-existent now. There are very few people catching it, and we all feel safe to walk around without a mask. Most people don't have their masks on now. Some do, some don't. I got mine on my hand. Will that help? I don't know. So we'll take a little walk out here. I find Halifax is a beautiful city. It's not big, but it's not like Montreal and Toronto or even Winnipeg or Vancouver. Any of those places are much bigger than Halifax. But it's a nice city. Like, you can walk to anything downtown. It's kind of all together. Like, it's not one of those cities that are spread out for miles. And there's something here, and there's something over here. No, it's all right here in one nice little area here in downtown Halifax. So what do you want to do now? We want to go, I don't know, let's take a walk up Grafton Street. You want to do that? How long has this video been going? Going quite a while, because I sat there and talked in front of the public gardens for a while. But we're just looking for something to do today. I'm just happy that it's not raining anymore, and it's nice out and it's warm. I don't have to wear my jacket. See? I don't have to wear my jacket because it's warm out today. It's not boiling, but it's just nice. It's about 20, 21, 22. I can't tell now because my phone is on video, so I can't tell you what the exact temperature is, but last time I looked, I think it was around 21. That might be 22 now. In any event, this is a beautiful day today, and nice to see they got a food truck out here. We used to have a few of them when things was really good before the pandemic. And now we're down to one food truck over there. Bud the Spud, that's about the only one we got here right now. So we'll let those cars go. We don't need to hold them up. We don't need to hold them up. We'll just stand here and let them go. That's a good idea. And I'm in no hurry. So we'll just stand here. I'll walk down the rest of this way. So I don't want to hold people up coming around the turn now. Let them go. I'm in no hurry. What am I going to do? Why do I need to hurry and make them wait? I have nothing to do but walk around and make a video and drink coffee. There goes Midland. That's the company my wife works for. She's a courier driver and she works for them. And she loves her job. She's very excited about her job. She takes her job serious and she goes the extra mile and does more than a lot of people would do. So she's a very conscientious worker, and she loves her job. I guess we got that in common. We got a lot in common, really, in a lot of ways. But that was one of the things we have in common. We both took our job serious and enjoyed our job and gave it 100%. I know I did. I was a truck driver for about 30 years. And the company I worked for in Ontario, I worked for them for the last 15 years before I retired, and then I worked for them some before that. So altogether I had about 19 or 20 years in probably with that company. Well, let's go across here. I think we can get across. The crosswalk is pretty safe right now. Let's go down Grafton Street. Let's see how things are looking down here today. That little store right over there, Taz Records, they sell vinyl albums, and they got all kinds of, some cost more than others depending on what you get. But you can buy rare albums in there. And they make new ones too of some of the old ones, but it's a very good place to shop. And if you're a fan of records, then that's a good place to go. I don't think I will, because it's an expensive hobby, collecting records. Because some of them are expensive and some of them aren't. But I don't think I want to get into that, because that would be an extra expense that I don't really want to do, but I do like them and I have an interest in them, but I don't think I'm ready to become a collector. That's a very popular spot right there. They're lined up on the street to go in. This is what they call pizza corner right here, because you got, I will just show you how many pizza places you have on this corner. You have over on that corner, you have the Pizza Girls. You have Sicilian pizza right there. You have Pizza down there. And there's more. I think there's one on this side as well. So you got a lot of options if you're looking for a pizza and you're in this spot right here. This one is called Rugover's Pizza. I think I bought some pizza in there one day. So this is the street, Argyle Street. Usually gets a lot of business in the summer. I guess now they're open. Now you're allowed to dine out, so dine in this area. So maybe at nighttime it'll be a lot busier than it is right now. This area attracts a lot of the university students, which most of them now, I suppose, are gone home until fall, more likely. That looks like a popular spot, the East Grafton Tavern. Seems like it's getting the most business over here. But there's another spot up here that seems to be doing pretty good too. I think what it is the weather. The weather's nice. You can sit outside today and not be uncomfortable. Very nice day to be sitting outside, coming downtown, experiencing some food, some coffee. I hope you're enjoying this little walk around, because I really am. Because I enjoy it when it's not cold. I walked around all winter making videos in the cold, and I can tell you, summer videos are much more fun than winter ones. But I don't want to stop just because the weather's cold. I try to still get out. I was ahead a couple of videos when that rain came. I looked at the weather ahead of time, and I see that we was in for a few days rain, so I made up some videos to get me through the rain so I wouldn't have to go out in the rain and do videos. So I was ahead of the game on that one. So we're still on Argyle Street. We can walk right through here. You don't have to worry about the cars, because the cars aren't going to be driving through here. Don't you just love the street, how they did this? Put the blocks on the street and all the nice lights. And I gotta be watching out for these scooters so I don't get run over. Look, they left the old sign up there, Economy Shoe Shop, and it's not a shoe shop now, but they left the sign there. This place is doing well. You want to see the sign? Economy Shoe Shop, and it's a restaurant. And this right here is the Halifax Convention Center, a nice building. It was here when we moved here, so, but it looks fairly new. Just making sure nothing coming down the street behind me. There's no cars coming, but there could be scooters or any number of things. Well, this turned out to be a nice video. A video about nothing. How's that? I like the TV show. A show about nothing. A video about nothing, but it's got some good quality content in here, I'd say. Now looking down this street, you can look right out over the harbor, which is Prince Street. But we're going to continue on this way, I guess. Still on Argyle Street. You can see right there the corner of Argyle and Prince. This is the historic site of downtown Halifax's church, although it's still operational, and they still have services there every week. So even though it's a piece of history, it's still being used. And I must say it's well kept. The people who look after it do a fantastic job. Love this wrought iron fence. There's a lot of that in Halifax. Halifax got loads of wrought iron fence. Some of it is in need of a bit of work, and some of it is still good. This here area could use a little bit of patching up and some work here. Maybe it's scheduled. I'm sure it probably is. I know I showed you this sign before, but if you want to see it again, St. Paul's Anglican Church was established in 1750. Wow. 1749 Argyle Street, Halifax. And they do have a Sunday 10 a.m. service and a Wednesday 11 a.m. and Friday 9 a.m. So just throwing that out there. We're going to walk down in here and have a look at this again today, because I don't think last time I was in here they had all these flowers out like they do now. So this is the park they call the Grand Parade, this area, all up through there. And in the background you'll see City Hall. So we just walk through here and have a look at some of these flowers and things. One lone chair in here. They need to put 2 or 3 in case a couple of people are walking through here and they want to sit down. A couple of chairs together would be better than just one. They really do a good job with their gardens and flowers in Halifax. They're right on top of it. If they start to wilt, they tear them out and put something new in there. And just look at that, isn't that beautiful? When I was coming down Spring Garden Road, I told you I was going to walk down Barrington, and I haven't even gone near Barrington yet. But we'll fix that. We'll go down here now. Might as well get this all into one video. Let's see what this little plaque says right here. Placenta Grand Parade. I love these little plaques they put up. Lighting, maintenance, and support by Halifax Foundation. Nothing is here for tears. Nothing to wail or knock the breast. No weakness. no contempt. Just praise proclaim, nothing but well and fair, and what may quiet us in death so noble. That was written by John Milton, Samson Agnastes, from the cenotaph unveiling. This cenotaph was unveiled in July 1929, which would be that cenotaph right there, I would say, in 1929. All right, we're on Barrington, as I promised. Let's go this way. We are heading south on Barrington. We were at the corner of Barrington and George, right there. Okay, we're heading south on Barrington, and we'll see what we can do down here. Don't you love those murals they put on the walls here? Let's just get a little shot of that, and I'll zoom up to it so you can see it better, okay? All right, there we go. There you go. Love those murals. There's loads of murals in the city. Everywhere you look, there's a mural. All right. So we'll go down Barrington for a little ways, and see, here's the grand, what they call it the Grand Parade. I don't know why they call it that, because it's a park, but they call it the Grand Parade. It must go back to the military days when maybe the soldiers gathered here, and so therefore they call it the Grand Parade. I don't know, just guessing. And here's some more of this wrought iron fence. The cement's in better shape down here. It's not missing any pieces that I can see. And look at this old stone wall. That has to be really old. Some pieces are missing from the iron on the top, but still, it still looks good. You love that. You know that's been there for a long time. And I can't say how long it's been there, but the church was built in 1750. Or that's what it says on the sign, 1750. So maybe that wall is old as 1750. I can tell you one thing, a lot of people has walked by that wall. They looked at the stones and the wrought iron fence and probably commented on it over the years. So if you're ever looking for the Province of Nova Scotia building in downtown Halifax, it's right there. The J.W. Johnson building, Province of Nova Scotia. So that's probably where you go to get your Nova Scotia Medicare cards and that stuff. We live across the harbour, so we went to one in Dartmouth. But if you're over here in Halifax, that's probably the building you would go to for that. Here we are at Prince Street again, but farther down. We'll walk on down Barrington a little bit. Not in a big hurry today, are we? Let me see how many minutes have I been at this. A while. But I like to walk along and just talk to you folks. And look at that big dog right there. Isn't he big? well behaved, but he's big. He's a big dog. Anyway, as I was saying, I like to walk along and chat with you folks. I hope you enjoy it, because it's something I love to do. I know there's a few more people in this city doing videos. One of these days, maybe I'll just bump right into them and have a chat. But so far, that hasn't happened yet. But I know there are several video makers here, and everybody's got their own style. I just kind of developed mine as I went along, and some people just do it with no talking, and they type the words in. Others put music background. I tried that on a couple of videos. Some people like it, and some don't. I think I'll walk down the hill right here. It's a good spot. When the light changes, we'll walk down the hill, okay? Hear the sounds of the city. The hum, the background hum of the city. No particular noise, but just a humming sound. That's the background sound of the city. That building there has got openings now to condos. If you want to buy a condo in there, they even got a penthouse available, which I'm sure that would be quite expensive. And look at all these little children all dressed in the same t-shirts and you can see the harbor in the background. Just look beyond that Canadian flag and you'll see the harbor. Let's see if we can just give a little zoom right here, just so you can have a look. Okay, we'll raise it up. There's the flag, and you can see right over to Dartmouth from here. And out it goes. All right, Dartmouth's right across the harbor from us, and that's where I live. Not too far from across here. I'm not down that far. When you look at across here, that's farther down than I live. All right, what do you want to do now? We want to go, let's go through the intersection. Good as anything. Yeah. We'll let them go. I never cut anybody off walking because they don't need me to get in the way when they're driving around. I'm not going anywhere. No. The Saki Restaurant and Bar, right there. All right, now we'll go. That would be Japanese. Saki. Saki means liquor. That's all I know. I don't speak much Japanese, but I know sake means an alcoholic beverage. Okay, let's continue on down to Water Street South, and we'll walk up Water Street South towards the ferry terminal. I don't know what time I'm going home, but I'll probably take it across, and maybe I'll walk home today because I need the exercise. It rained all weekend and I didn't go out walking. I spent like Friday night, I didn't go anywhere because it was raining. All day Saturday it was raining. and Sunday it was raining. So the farthest I walked was to the car, and then from the car into wherever we went, and back out to the car. So I didn't even look at my steps for those days because I knew I didn't get very many steps in. Let's take a walk up Bedford Row. I think that's a good idea. You want to do that? We hardly ever walk up Bedford Row. Let's see what's here. It's not a super busy street, but we still need to look at it, don't we? So you can see what's here. It's kind of dark here because of the trees and the buildings and all that stuff. Okay, I see they got the street closed off. They're going to have outdoor food here. So this is great. Right in front of Founder Square. You've got restaurants here. At least one. I don't know if it's all one restaurant or a couple, but looks like the one with the lights is one. Nice little breeze blowing through here. You can probably hear it in the microphone. I haven't had to talk loud at all today because my microphone is right up close to my mouth because I don't really have a lapel on this shirt I'm wearing. It's got a couple of buttons at the top, so I got it clipped in there. So you have to be mindful of how I'm talking and don't talk too loud because I don't want to deafen you when you hear it if I have a big noise. So let's see, this is called the Old Triangle. The Old Triangle, that's what this is called. Let's zoom it up so you can see the name. The Old Triangle. Whoa, I got to tip my phone way up there. The Old Triangle. There we go. One of our beautiful old buildings here in Halifax, quite a gem, well taken care of, looks really great. And it's blended right in with some new work. And that's what I love about Halifax. You got old buildings blended right in with new buildings. And they complement each other. Okay, let's go down to lower water. And then we'll walk from there up to the Tim Hortons by the ferry terminal. And I'll just hang there for a while. But I'll probably be ending this video there. There's some beautiful old brick walls. Kind of a nice British look to this. My friend over in the UK, Mohammed, does this look British to you? Well, I think it looks very British. What do you think? Do you like this? Halifax has a lot of British influences here. There's a lot of buildings here look like you could be in some old part of London or some little village in rural England. All right, we'll walk up to the corner. How you doing?
What you working on there?
I'm making videos for YouTube.
Okay.
I have
one of the smart sensors.
This is my, what's your name again?
Tree.
What is it?
Tree.
Tree? Tell me it again.
Tree.
Tree. Tree?
Like the plant.
Oh, trees. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is my friend Trees. Now, I do know him because we played music here, busking in the summer a couple of years ago. And he's on his way there now. He plays harp. And it always sounds good whenever I walk by where he's playing. And so anyway, I just ran into him on the street here and say hi to you. And I'm walking up towards the ferry terminal, going to have a coffee, and he's going down to do some busking.
Yes,
so if you see him down there, stop and show in a big bill into his case there. And I never busked for 2 years now.
Well, I can see why not.
I wouldn't make much, no. Might as well leave it for the ones that were doing it.
That's a rough gig.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, nice running into you.
Have a good day.
Yep, you too. Trees, I didn't know his name. Trees. I just know him as the guy that played the harp down here on the boardwalk. So, a real nice guy. We shared the same space there. Well, I'd be on one spot and he'd be just down a little bit from me. And yeah, you get to know all the buskers when you busk down here. Like I played down here 2 summers. One season, I guess. And then the pandemic came along the next year. So I did it 1 year. And I got to know all the buskers down here. The Jehovah's Witnesses that used to stand on the corner there, I got to know all them. And various things. The young lady that used to paint the faces on kids, got to know her. I can't remember her name now, but anyway, she videoed me for a live performance down there on the boardwalk, which I have on YouTube on another channel, but it's up there. All right, there's Tim Hortons on the corner. I'm gonna make my way over there. Maybe I'll end this video somewhere around this corner. Okay, that sound good? And we'll point it over that way and end it. All right, how about right here? Right here. On the corner of Lower Water and George Street. That's the street that goes up to the Grand Parade that we walk by the park. That take you right in there if you go up George Street. It's okay, so on the corner of George and Lower Water, I'm going to sign off for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Quite a long one, but if you hung in there with me, I'm sure we had a good time. And if you like this video, hit like. If you're not yet a subscriber, that'd be just wonderful if you became a subscriber. And if you hit that notification bell, your phone will go ding every time I make a video. You can look at it, see what it is. Okay? On that note, I'm going to sign off. Bye for now. I hope you all had a great Canada Day or a great 4th of July in the States. Since we celebrate close together, I thought I'd throw them both in. And have a wonderful day. Bye for now. See you next time.